Here on the Central Coast, we have a wide variety of risks. We have bushfires, we have floods, we are highly impacted by storms, and that's because we have a really wide range of landscapes. So there are really small steps that you can take to better prepare for emergencies. And the first step for preparedness is knowing your risk.
There will be increased activity of bushfire this year. There's a lot of fuel on the ground. It's going to be a drier, warmer summer. We don't need to be alarmed about this bushfire season. We just need to be aware and prepared for it. And if people are prepared, that alleviates a lot of that fear.
We're moving into what we call storm season. Dry season, but it does mean that we're going to probably be exposed to lots of thunderstorms. You need to know your risk. You need to know what may happen to your property should we be exposed to like these supercells coming through.
It's really important to have a plan and be prepared for whatever emergency that might impact you. And that might be having a formal bushfire survival plan or having a flood plan. Council's website has heaps of resources that can help you plan, and it also links to dedicated pages such as the SES and RFS, so you can use those websites to find plans that might suit your risk better.
If you need to be rushing out the door, you don't want to at the last minute think, have I got this, have I got that? You don't want to get somewhere and you find that your phone's gone flat. So having a list that you can go through and having a kit ready to go, it just means that when you get to wherever you're evacuating to, you've got everything you need.
Getting your home ready and your business premises ready is an important step in preparing for emergencies. So making sure that you're just doing general maintenance on your house, raking your leaves, keeping your gutters cleaned, making sure that you have working hoses, taps and things like that.
The biggest risk of bushfire is actually ember attack. We lose 90% of houses actually from ember attack. So you need to make sure that you can clear the vegetation as much as possible and legally around your property, that you've cleared away all the plastic furniture around your house.
You also might be needing to keep your chemicals and poisons lifted up at a certain height that you know won't be impacted by flood. Knowing where you can obtain sandbags and knowing how to actually fill a sandbag.
We need to make sure that communities start to develop their own self-help, their own resilience. So for us, it's educating, it's bringing them to the unit to talk about sandbagging, all those skills that then they can take back for their local community.
One of the things that we do is we try and get out into the community and teach them about the fire danger rating system and getting them onto Hazards Near Me, particularly our elder community, helping them set up the app, getting rid of the fear of technology when it's such a simple app. And once the watch zone's set up, that it'll tell them when something's happening and what they should do.
When you're planning, it's really important to consider people who have vulnerabilities. Things like people with disabilities, families with young children, pets, horses, livestock, or even if you know that your next door neighbour might be needing that little bit extra assistance, it's important to make sure that those people are considered when you're making plans.
If a community is prepared, they work together and they help each other and they help us. Firefighters love it when people are prepared. It's amazing to be able to go and work with the community to help save their properties, and being prepared and having that resilience is the most important part.
If you're prepared, it gives you a sense of control over a situation that you feel like you may not be able to control.
So fun.
By making these small steps, it improves your capacity to cope with an emergency and also improves the potential outcome and the time that it takes to recover from these things.
Our emergency, our checklist, ready to go.
If you just reach out to your neighbours as the first part of getting ready, it will help you be far more prepared just by having that connection with people around you.